You are now tuned into another episode of
Let's go!
Queer and Cool.
Coming straight from Miami to your home. Woo! DJ and web developer BreeDaddy discussing raw,
vulnerable, and cutthroat topics in the queer community.
This is Queer and Cool.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? This is about to be a monumental podcast. I just need to let y'all know that this episode is...
Fire, fuego. Fire. You're not even gonna do it.
This is like one of the most anticipated episodes, y'all, because we're going to touch on something that I think we all know what's going on out here. There's a whole lot of non-monogamous shit going on out here. And I am here to learn because my monogamous ass doesn't understand what's going on. But my good sis right here, Nana, and Chelsea are about to break it down for me in two different perspectives. So first off, welcome back to the podcast. This is Queer and Cool. I'm your girl, BreeDaddy. I don't need to reintroduce myself because y'all hear it each and every fucking time. But y'all know what's up. And today we're going to talk about polyamory, polysexuals, non-monogamy. There's so many different ways to say poly, but there's so many different definitions.
Right.
And it's time for us to get educated on it because it ain't going nowhere. It's actually been here for a long time, but now we're getting better definitions. There's swingers, there's this, there's that. So we're going to answer these questions. We're going to learn how to create boundaries as well in this because just because you're poly doesn't mean you don't have boundaries.
That's facts.
So there are some rules, bitches. Okay? There are some rules. So first off, I need to introduce my good sis coming all the way down here from Philly. My Dominican sis. Like, I swear, only thing that makes us closer is blood at this point, all right? My great friend, known as Nana or Sade, she's Dominican, she's from Philly, she lives in Miami, she's a fashion designer, she has her own clothing brand called, and I will have her say it too because y'all know I can't roll my tongue like she can, but Sade Espiritu, okay? And she focuses on self-empowerment, self-love, accountability, and if you know her, this girl is loud. She's hilarious. She can dance her behind off. Yeah. And of course, you see the material. She's attractive. She does this. Y'all know what's up. But she could juggle everything, including being a great friend. And that's one thing I need to call out.
Oh, for sure. She's an awesome friend.
Over here to my left, maybe y'all right. Whatever y'all have. It's Chelsea, aka Karma Girls, alright? Originally from Arizona, she grew up in Harrisburg, and now she resides in Miami. Beautiful apartment, by the way. I want my invitation. It's giving rude.
It's giving rude, man.
And it's giving not rude.
Listen, come over to eat.
Like as Nana would say, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Like, anyway, she's a model, she's a painter, she's a creative, and she resides down here in South Florida. So let's give an applause for y'all coming down here.
Thanks for having us.
Showing out. Even if it was 5-10 minutes, y'all came.
Y'all already know what's up, man.
And let's just get into it because, they're like, fuck this. Like,
no, y'all waiting on that juicy. Y'all waiting on that juicy juice.
Yeah,
I already know.
So first of all, to educate myself, what's the difference between polyamory and polygamy?
So the difference between polyamory and polygamy. So polygamy has to do with marriage. So and it also has the restriction of gender. So the only person that can be and that could have multiple wives is a man. Mm-hmm. So it also has to do with religion and culture. Polyamory it's a choice. It could be it's a life choice or it could be an orientation. So basically, you can choose to be with as many partners as you want, either intimate, emotional intimacy, have different partners that you actually love, or you can do sexually, have how many people you want to love or whatever.
All right.
But the thing is, there's a lot of different categories in that section. Like swingers are considered people that are very swingers, open relationship people are considered people in the hierarchy polygamy, which has to do really with just being with one person and being allowed to interact with other people.
Right, and or a set of exclusive,
right.
Swingers.
Or exclusive group of people, right?
Nice.
We have 5 people that this is the group of people we're gonna fuck, and that's the only people we could fuck, right. Pretty much. You make your own rules. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But there's also things like solopoly, which really has to do with you loving yourself and you setting your boundaries and you not wanting to even involve yourself romantically with anybody in the sense of like, I need a bank account with you.
Right.
Like, I need to have kids with you. I need to marry you. Like, no.
Right.
This solo poly person will want their own room. Like, if y'all did move in together, like, I need my own room. I need my own space.
Okay.
Like, everything that's mine is mine. And they completely just, protect their peace, man. And
I didn't even know
I'm
that.
not going to tell y'all something. I'm about that joint right now. Like, protecting my peace, baby.
Hold up. I feel like I got to take notes. I didn't even know solo poly. Do y'all hear that?
Man.
Like, I mean, I know that these rent prices ain't giving solo pilot. but if you live in Kentucky or something and you hear this, just know, like, there is solo poly out here. There's nothing wrong with you. You probably have to be solo poly.
I'm going to say something. I think half of these girls out here in Miami definitely solo poly, man.
Yo.
They care about themselves and I. Like,
right.
No. Y'all making your money, do your thing. Man, keep your relationship, just be honest. That's all you need to do.
Honesty.
Be honest and hold yourself accountable for everything you do.
Because I definitely have questions around that. But first off, like, just before we get past this, do you have anything to add to this tip?
I think really the only thing that I have, which would be the most important in my eyes, is at the end of the day, regardless of what you are, aren't, what you're open to, the biggest thing is communication and boundaries.
Yes.
Whatever you're going to call yourself. At the end of the day, that's what most people lack.
I feel that because we'll get into it. We'll get into it. So Nana, there's so many ways, there's so many identities nowadays. So when I know when people say, "What are you?" it's too general, right? So let's get straight to it. Like, as far as like your sexual orientation, how would you define yourself?
My sexual orientation, you mean like, okay, so
lesbian? Are you lesbian?
I'm definitely a lesbian. Right. I'm a gold star lesbian. I don't know if y'all old heads know what's up, but I don't know if y'all new kids know what this means. But that means that the new kids, the new lesbos, you know what I'm saying? The new LGBT community. But yeah, I'm a gold star lesbian. I've never been with a man. I had boyfriends before.
Right.
Never did anything sexual with them. So I'm 100% like women are my life. Like that's what I like and Pussy's a shit, nigga. Like, what's up?
You heard that. You heard that. I will be dropping her Instagram just in case. Because my good sisters told me she's single.
Single as fuck.
Listen, single and flourishing.
And that she's ready to mingle.
At her
So I will be dropping her Instagram. So not only should y'all buy her clothes, but y'all should buy her food for dinner because she will educate you. All right. I just found out what a gold star lesbian. However, I am not a gold star. I have had a sexual relationship with a man. Did I like it? No, but I guess I'm a goldfish. Because I'm a Pisces. So
you have to mingle a little bit. It's okay. Some people gotta mingle to figure it out.
Yeah,
it's okay. Which I'm gonna hit on because polygamy is not that easy how you people think.
Right, yeah.
So I'm gonna let you know a little bit of how that goes because honestly it has to do a lot with your attachment. Like your attachment to people and just being able to know like your traumas and hidden accountability.
So question. Like, so obviously, like, you're lesbian, as far as, like, pronouns, do you have particular pronouns that need to be respected on this podcast, by the way?
I don't have any pronouns. Honestly, people have called me he.
Because I know I said she earlier, so I don't want to offend.
No, I'm super comfortable with whatever you guys are comfortable with. I'm very open-minded, as you see, so... I mean, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you want to call me, Sade, and then I'll obey lesbians. Honestly, just call me obey lesbians. That shit is fire.
Right.
Like, come on.
So identities, like, don't worry about that. Like,
no problem with that.
Perfect. Can you tell she's an air sign? Okay. Like,
I'm done with this one, man.
And then lastly, because back to poly, how would you define yourself in that regards? Like, is it polysexual? Like, because, I know it's bisexual, like, you know what I'm saying?
So I would consider myself, I would say I'm emotionally monogamous. I don't think that I can be emotionally involved with more than one person just because it's a lot to handle, man. I mean, I'm running a business. I'm an entrepreneur. There's no way I'm going to be juggling 10 bitches that want to love me at the same time. I mean, y'all could still love me, but I don't mean I'm going to reciprocate the fucking love. It's not happening. I'm telling y'all straight up, like, it's not happening. I have a great time with you, chill, whatever. We could have a platonic thing going on, or if you wanted to be sexual, that's another thing. I'm sexually poly, but emotionally monogamous. for the sense, you know, which is, so the way to describe this, the name for this is an open relationship type of person where you have that one monogamous, not even one monogamous partner, but the one monogamous emotional partner that you connect with every day, that you want to, you know, commit to on an emotional level. And then I'm sexually open to have other relationships, have fun, platonically have other relationships where, like, if the person I'm with doesn't like basketball and I want to go watch a basketball game, I don't have to drag her out to go watch a basketball game when she want to go and party with her friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can go do that, and I'll take my little, you know, my little shorty, and go watch my basketball game that have a great time.
My little Monica from Love and Basketball.
You know what I'm saying? But no, that's where it falls under, and it also falls under the hierarchy, polyamorous thing, like, because the hierarchy thing has to do a lot with just having that one, like, you making the two people that are involved in the relationship are the ones making the decisions. Like, even if we decide to have a third, fourth, second person, they're not making the decisions for, like, they're not making the boundaries. We're setting the boundaries. They come into my relationship with my boundaries, and they say that you with it or you not. But right now, this moment right now in my life, I think I'm more solo poly, just because I don't want to involve myself emotionally with anybody at this moment. And a lot of you guys know why. There's a lot of growth that has to be done. There's a lot of, like, self-awareness, and I think that's the best way to do it. Just dating different people, you know, figuring out life. But honestly, I don't have anything against monogamy. Like I said, I'm emotionally monogamous, and if that comes our way, it comes my way. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So right now, if you're not looking for someone emotionally not emotionally monogamous, if you're not looking for someone for that emotional connection, are you looking for someone right now in a sexual connection?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Nice.
Solo.
Just make that clear. For the ladies.
Solo non-monogamy, like, it's pretty much consensual non-monogamy. Like, I would like to meet people, just meet them. I mean, like I said, I'm not holding myself back from meeting somebody and being emotionally connected to them. But I think it should definitely happen more organically, and it shouldn't be forced. So, like I said, like, once I learn, like, keep learning about myself and, like, become a better person and things like that. Like, I feel like that thing will fall. That those girls will just fall right on my lap. Like. I mean, they're already falling on my lap, but I'm not saying.
Y'all heard what she said.
Y'all girls falling on my lap sexually, and that's great, and I'm having a great time. But also, we gotta be honest, and there's a lot. There's a couple girls that have been really honest with me, and that I have definitely like appreciate that, and I think that in the polyamorous community, there's a lot of honesty and independence, and women are mature, very mature, and they understand exactly where you come from, and they give you your space. And you're allowed to grow and learn from them, and them learn from you. And hey, we even have talks about who else we fucking. It's fucking great. It's amazing. I should have been doing this since I was 16.
Honestly, you know, open communication establishes that safe space to figure it out.
Yeah,
whether it's by yourself, together, if you're able to at least be on the same page with someone openly and be able to discuss if and when you're on a different page, that completely changes the experience.
So that, you know, let me ask you a question, Chelsea. Would you say that you're poly as well?
No.
Like,
I'm pretty.
Are you pretty monogamous?
What's up? Tell us what's up.
To be honest, I'm not really too much into labels. I really just like what I like whenever I like it. I'm pretty open to men, to women, to whatever makes me happy.
Right.
Can I say something that's called relationship anarchist? She makes her own fucking rules.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with that, because I'm the same way. Like, you know, when people ask me if I'm a stud or this or that, am I bi, lesbian, whatever, the only thing I can really say that I am something is monogamous. That's the one thing I know, like, that has, and I'm not saying that's never going to change.
Okay, sis.
Yeah, I'll never say it's not going to change, but I can say that a lot of things change. I came out as bi, even though when I first came out, I was very feminine. You know, y'all know Bree back in 2018, 2019 was with the wigs and the weaves and, you know, different styles and stuff. So I know those things are interchangeable, but they should be. We're growing. We find ourselves more. But something that hasn't changed was me being monogamous. And I gave...
Can I ask you why you're monogamous?
Yes.
Because I want to know why.
I'm gonna tell you the real reason. Because we're gonna talk about it. The real reason I'm monogamous is because I'm too insecure for poly, and at least I can admit it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do poly over the summer, And I realized that I wasn't in a polyamorous or polygamous relationship. They were just an open relationship. That's different.
No. So open relationship falls under hierarchy. Polygamous. Not polygamy. Polyamorous relationship.
Yeah.
So it falls under that. So
they
technically,
didn't even know that.
They didn't know that. Right. A lot of
issue.
people are very uneducated on it.
And when you're joining as a third, it's very hard for me to communicate with them as a couple without them knowing their own situation.
Right.
It was almost like, and let's be honest, you met her over the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Shawty was crazy. Shawty was crazy. Yeah, she was having a great time. But what? First of all, I told Bree, I said, that shit ain't gonna work. This bitch said Pisces and what? What's the other bitch?
Go ahead, what was
that?
Oh,
right! I said, no. So the reason I told her that is because I was actually with a Sag. And honestly, like, my personality as an Aquarius, like, honestly, I held that shit down for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I held that shit down. But, like, Pisces has too many emotions. Like, they're, like, Aquariuses think very, very open-minded. We're very open-minded. We're very honest. We like to communicate. We're intellectual fucking human beings. Like, we're literally, like, listen, this is how I feel. Like, we set our boundaries very early. Like, so it wasn't a problem for me to deal with this promiscuous person. But when I saw Bree, I'm like,
absolutely the fuck
I said, girl, absolutely the fuck not. I'll give you a month.
Yep. And it was about 6 weeks and $10,000.
Oh, shit. $10,000, nigga.
Because
pussy ain't worth that much.
Girl.
Nah.
Not me being the dumb goldfish. Not to just keep swinging. But you know what? And not once have y'all heard me knock it. What did I say? I said I was insecure.
Yep.
Now, so I never knocked the poly community, but I knocked those that aren't defining these rules. Like, again, I joined as a third.
Right.
So as a third, you do have to kind of give me some sense of direction, especially if I've never done this before.
Right.
You know, so for me, I had never done this before. I didn't know the rules, and I don't feel like I broke any boundaries, but I kept breaking them with her boyfriend, and it turned into a competition after a while. After a while, it's like I was proposing things that I wanted to do with her, and then they would go out and do it.
Oh well, that's funny.
You know, just stuff like that, and I'm like asking my other poly friends about, you know, like what's going on, the advice, and they're like, Bree, you do know that this is just fucked up all around. You know, like I almost felt like I was in competition with her boyfriend, and it shouldn't feel like that. And because that takes me back to just me used to get cheated on and feel like I was in competition with people.
Correct.
Not saying it's the same thing. I'm not promoting that poly and cheating is the same thing, because it's not, because we're gonna get into that part of the conversation too. But the point that I'm making with my story is that if you are poly and you do introduce a third, a fourth, or a 10th, or whatever, just make sure you set the boundaries and the rules that you guys have, because just because you're poly doesn't mean this poly couple and that poly couple have the same rules, you know?
Right.
Oh, you were so you know what they call that? You know what they call that? That person that joins a couple?
Mm.
You were a unicorn.
Oh, really? Well, you know what my mom called it? A side bitch.
I think unicorn is cuter. Let's call it unicorn.
Unicorn gold.
And magical.
No, and honestly, they that's one thing I'm gonna say. A lot of people in the poly community and in the freaking monogamous community really look down on unicorns. Honestly, like unicorns are usually people that are like solo monogamous, non-monogamous people, and they want to have fun. They want to enjoy. They don't want to be like emotionally connected and things like that. But you also have to communicate with everybody, which is the biggest thing. I know we're going to get to that question. Mm-hmm. So we should probably get to that question before I answer this real quick, because it has to do with that. With the whole, like, can you cheat in a polyamorous relationship?
That is the next question. So let's just go into it,
Before we go into that, I only because I have a really strong opinion, and I think it still touches on what we're talking about right now. But I think
let it out, sis.
A big one, whether you're monogamous, whether you're polysexual, whether you're in the LGBTQIA community, or you're, heterosexual, whatever the case may be, a big thing would be, like, one, I don't want to define myself by that, and I think that's why I answer the question that way, and when you do, it specifically puts you in a box.
Yeah.
Or you feel like you gotta live up to it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Either with yourself and kind of putting
Mhm.
yourself in that invisible box, or with other people.
Right.
And like I said before, you know, Uno has different rules depending on the group that you're playing with.
Child, the Bible has different rules.
Everybody-
Everything changes.
You know, so I think, like,
feel that.
again, that's why I answer the question that way, that, like,
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not defining yourself.
for sure.
Yes,
'Cause
there's
for
nothing.
me, I don't
you
think
don't
it
have
would be,
to.
like, I don't define it as an orientation for me, but I've definitely
Mhm.
had polysexual experiences. I would
Okay,
definitely
so
be
good. You could speak on
open to
them. Yeah.
having it
How
before-
were they?
Again, as well, you know.
Yeah,
honestly.
fun bitch. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This used to be the third wife, by the way. This used
But
to be
we
the third
were,
wife.
but
This is
you
really
know,
my best friend, y'all.
but we weren't having sex.
We
though.
weren't, and
that's
we
the
spoke
thing.
about why not.
You know, and they were open to it.
Even
and-
with that
and
beautiful
I'm
view of
not.
your apartment.
Even with
Let me
the
just bang you
beautiful
over the
view.
balcony, bitch.
Your balcony?
Let me just bang you over the balcony, like damn.
You know.
Wow.
Shit.
But that's me. Like, for me, I feel like I have a higher emotional capacity
Yeah, I believe that.
personally. But for me, I don't have that same capacity sexually. I
Yeah.
think that's an energy thing. I think for me, that's also a trauma healing thing.
Yeah.
Some things I have to work through.
Me
Maybe
too.
an energetic block.
Mhm.
You know, but I'm self-aware of that. We communicated that, and obviously we're still best friends after.
I love that.
No, I mean we really made a great platonic relationship out of something that was supposed to be sexual. And
Wow.
and it was because of me and her decision. The other person was pushing shit, but we really saw something past that, and we
This
saw
is
that
so
we had.
monumental.
We saw past that. We saw that like we could really be good friends, and I've been
Right.
there for shows as much as she's been there for me, and I appreciate you, bitch. I love you.
I love you too.
Are you gonna get on one knee now or something?
You
bitch?
know,
Like,
yo,
maybe-
maybe.
I love
But you
it.
know, like I think once you cross that line, I've had sex with friends before,
Yeah.
and that's a
line you don't want to cross
territory,
much.
You know,
Wow.
so, like,
Yeah. Listen.
Ah, they keep bringing
once
us
you cross that,
sadness
you
so
can't come
good.
back. So I think that's just like a thing for me. I don't have sex with friends.
I just made that like a new rule in my life.
No,
and that's a rule I will live up to because child. Woo.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I still see myself with a Sag, no matter what.
You know what? I don't knock them. I ain't
I
gonna
don't
hold
knock
you.
them. I know how to handle them.
Yeah, like it was like
Don't worry about
honestly,
it.
I learned a lot from a Sag. First of all, I dated a Sag in the past 3 years. My first girlfriend was a Sag, and I know people be like, "Oh, like your first is whatever." No, that was my first real girlfriend. Okay, like we even had moved to Florida together, went to the same first college and everything. That I
Yay.
learned a lot from her, and I will say that for me, my experience, because I know all of our experiences with different, zodiac signs is different. But every Sag I've been with has pushed me to the next level, and I will give them that. They also brought me down a level. It's like my confidence fell to the ground, but my bank account went back up. Thanks. Because y'all just make us want to shit on y'all the way I
they honestly make you want to like level the fuck up.
Yeah, like
And
honestly.
while you with them though, they gotta be the highest motherfucking being. Like they can't even let you fucking live.
First
Or
of all,
be the motherfucking top of the world. No, they gonna take you down.
Yeah, like I definitely don't feel on top of the world
But
with Sages. I usually actually with water signs, like even my current situation, like I feel at the top of the world when I'm talking to this person. But
That's beautiful, sis. That's beautiful.
But god damn, like how come when I'm with a Sag I always gain 30 pounds?
Wait. Oh, that was funny as shit.
I'm tired of getting big.
Yeah, bitches, stop making us eat. Stop making us the person make us eat.
Yes.
No.
Listen,
Yo, I'm gonna tell you. Give me some. Hey. No. I get what she's saying, bro. I get what she's saying. Honestly, I feel like they drain you. I feel like they're so self and what do you call that? Like observed on it. Like literally, it's the world and we living in it. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you just like
exactly. And the submissive part of me didn't mind that because I was like, well, I don't mind living in your world, but this world looks a little scary.
This world wants to go out and eat all the time. Don't want to go to the gym. Let's go out.
You heard what I said? 10K down the drain. I said,
bro, 10K.
Over the
I'm
summer.
not even gonna say how much I spent. I'm not even gonna say
This was in a 7-week relationship.
7. Oh, you?
The-
10K?
Yeah.
Oh, but bitch, you worse than me because.
So see, and that's the thing with fire signs. They're so passionate.
yeah, they
It
passionate.
feels like you're just living.
They passionate, all right.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like Sages, most of them are definitely like polyamorous, all of them.
Yeah,
All of them. They get very infatuated, not
Yeah.
only sexually, they get infatuated, like emotionally infatuated. Like
yes.
they could meet 3 friends that week and them 3 friends are like all they talk about or
Yep.
talk to for the last
Yes.
2 months.
Yes.
But that shit's quick. It's a quick up and down with them. Which
and that's why I mentioned, like, at least I can be honest with myself, I was too insecure for it. I've never been secure with the Sag. I won't say I haven't been secure, period, with people because
she's just talking about the wrong.
right, like, I definitely did a lot of soul searching the last few months, like, and I realized a lot about myself and, you know, my trauma too, as you say. But I also know, like, at this point in my life, like, I'm still not knocking Sages. I can't write the future for myself. But right now, if you're a Sag, please don't DM me. I'm still learning.
Y'all
And-
Sages will come down my way.
y'all can. Her Instagram. Her Instagram's gonna be here. It seems a lot of you Sages are poly.
Y'all could come to me, man.
But if you are
I'm
Sag,
not-
companionship.
Yeah, no
Right.
emotional shit.
Yeah.
but definitely subscribe to my podcast.
Subscribe to our bitch podcast right now.
Dude.
Right? Just pause the joint and just
Yeah.
subscribe real quick.
But
let's get to this next
let's
question.
talk about this because
what?
I got called dumb for saying this. So I'm just gonna ask.
Okay.
You got
Can-
called dumb for what?
Let's do it.
We'll talk about it. Can someone cheat in a
Oh.
polygamous relationship?
Oh
For sure.
fuck
Relationship.
yes.
For sure.
So I'm gonna tell
Let
you.
me rewind this
No,
again.
no, say that shit one more time.
Because I had kind of stuttered because it was scary.
No, say that shit
No,
one more
it
time.
was
Say that shit
scary.
one more time.
Can someone cheat in a polygamous relationship or a polyamorous relationship?
So stop saying polygamy because polygamy, like I said, was marriage. I don't think. I mean, young.
You can cheat in a marriage. So
Yeah,
that's-
you can
that's-
cheat in
that's
a marriage, but polygamy is more like you have like 10 wives. Like you
Yeah.
yourself have like 10 wives.
right.
Like some Mormon shit.
Like yeah,
But-
I mean some Muslim shit.
But does the other
But-
partners know?
They all live together.
So what about if he sneaks? and
He
goes
don't.
and get
He
another
shouldn't
wife?
sneak. He
But
shouldn't sneak.
even though you shouldn't, that
Right.
wouldn't that be?
All right. So
considered
yes,
cheating?
yes. So
Well, yeah,
that's example.
Somebody stepping out of the communication.
Right.
The boundaries we set.
Boundaries
Right.
set. Then for sure that's cheating, no matter
Right.
what those are.
Because we all should do something, but we don't
Right.
always.
No.
do
So
it.
so this is how I feel about it. I feel like if especially polyamorous people are very 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 honest. They they want to communicate. So the first thing you do is communicate to every partner who you're fucking, who you're involved with, who you're emotionally involved with, so that everybody can feel not special in a way, but like have their own spot in the line, the
Right.
lineup, whatever. But when it becomes disrespectful, when it becomes cheating, it's when you set these boundaries. Let's say, for example, I'm down with having sex with other people. If we talk about it, like we could have sex with other people together. We could have sex with other people separately.
Mm-hmm.
We could have platonic relationships with other people
Okay.
without sex. Or that where it becomes disrespectful or cheating is when you go and start or you go around telling people that that I'm okay with you being intimate with other people.
Right.
Intimacy is a lot. Like intimacy, like I said, I am emotionally monogamous. If I am with you, and I'm emotionally with you. Like
Right.
so for you to go and try to have intimate relationships with other people, I think that's very disrespectful. That's when it becomes cheating.
That's what it is.
And if you don't see that as cheating, like you definitely have to grow.
How would you
There's so
address
much
that when you notice that?
Oh, how did I address it?
Like, how would you like?
Well, the way I would address it, literally, I will sit down like, hey, like the boundaries were that we will fuck other people if we talked about everything. Is if we talked about it. Communication is key.
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't be like polyamorous people don't just go out on the street and go like, I'm gonna fuck this bitch today, like that's it. Like
Right.
it all has
that
for community.
behind somebody's back repeatedly. That's called commitment issues.
Yes,
It's not,
commitment issues,
you
yes.
know, polyamory.
Right.
Because you can commit in a polyamorous relationship.
Right.
Commitment is okay. There's people that are married with kids that have different partners, but they talk about it and they know that, hey, I have this kids, I have this family. Like, these people you have to respect. That's another thing you have to set.
That's what Versace and his man was doing a long time.
Yeah,
Okay,
you have to set. You have got to set. You have got to set those boundaries with your spouse, like, or your person, like, and the people that you talking to, like, respect my spouse, respect my first, respect that. That's like really big, like.
Yeah, I think the respect is what defines the union.
And the commitment, and the commitment, yeah, and the honesty, yeah.
And now, in a poly relationship, just wondering, can two people be on the same, like if you're dating two other people, right, but you have your spouse or your main girlfriend, can that other person live on that same pedestal?
What do you mean?
So, like, for me, like, I had joined as a third, right? The issue with the guy was that he felt like I was on the same pedestal as him. Now, you know, I was ignorant to poly, so I didn't know, like, that was a bad thing, because I was like, well, I mean, I feel special, so I can't really knock what's going on. But is that a bad thing if you have everybody on the same pedestal, even if that person came before?
No, so like it's bad if you're in an open relationship, because the open relationship, like I said, there's hierarchy poly and there's like polyamorous.
Right.
Polyamorous, like on its own, is literally like I love everybody equally. Like everything that's happening to me, like I have my own relationships, but because there's another thing too. There's another thing too. You're not gonna have the same relationships with everybody that you're messing with.
Of course not.
Other people are gonna like trigger you in a sense of love. Some other people are gonna trigger you in a sense of sexually or
emotionally
or mentally, like or spiritually, or you know, it's different. It's different levels to this shit. Is what I'm trying to say. So if he felt like you were on the same pedestal, that was definitely a polyamorous relationship. It wasn't even open. It wasn't an open relationship, because open relationships, like I said, they automatically give you like the ultimatum. Like, that's my number one.
Oh, well, yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
He came and picked her up and everything.
Yeah.
And then tried to tell her, like, you know, you need to make Bree like your friend, and that's
yeah.
That's
so,
what
okay.
There was no polygamy. There was just
it was open relationship.
It was dramology. That's what I call it. It was just nothing but drama. It was the study of drama. Like, it was no
the study of drama.
Yeah, it was. I can't even define it. That's why I said I don't even know if I've really been a true poly relationship.
No, you were not. You were.
It was just so all over the place, and that's why I had to set I had to really just check myself for a while and this is how I realized, like, I needed to move with intent, because I didn't even know what my intent was either. I mean, as a third, you should know what your intent is. What do you want to gain out of this? And I didn't really know. Right. I just wanted to get my ass ate.
And that's okay, baby. That's the motherfucker.
That's really how it started. And then feelings came, and then she didn't ask me to commit to her. She didn't ask me to spend money. She didn't ask for this. This is just how I naturally am. And we created a great bond. We are still cool to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't talk that much. That's the boundary of I think both of us at this point. She is still with the dude. I know how I made him feel, and I actually know how he made me feel too, and how they made me feel as a couple, and that's why there's a boundary. But I don't think it was worth throwing away a friendship, because she is an old friend from way back in the day.
Yeah, I don't think that anything. I just don't think that anything in your life that you experience is worth throwing away the experience that you have with the person.
Exactly, because she as a person is a good person, and I just never knew her boyfriend. To this day, I've never even met him, except just when he came and picked her up.
I agree with that, but then I also think, like, situations like that happen. Like, are you polysexual, or are you trying polysexuality? And is this what actually works for your relationship, or is this something you're trying as a last-ditch effort to save the relationship?
Right.
You know, so, like, self-awareness, power of discernment, communication, boundaries, all those things should be synonymous. And I think, like, things like this relationship fall through the crack when all of those bases aren't covered, and maybe self-awareness is lacking, or you especially in a situation where you may be going into it as a situation as a third. You have no idea what kind of foundation or lack thereof that those people have built without you, and that's a whole. And
you also don't even know what kind of issues they're already trying to work through.
Right. Separately.
Because outside of them, there was another poly relationship that kind of tried to onboard me and shit, And I already knew prior. I was like, but you guys already have a lot of trust issues. So I just I didn't feel comfortable joining it because I was just like, I don't want to add to it. Not that I'm going to be an issue, like a reason for their trust issues, but I don't want to be another reason because I'm adventurous. I want to go take trips. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. And I just don't want to be in the mix of someone's toxic relationship.
So the reason why they were even toxic is because the lack of communication. Like,
exactly.
So it's either you're polyamorous, like you're consensually non-monogamous, or like that's your orientation,
right?
Or that's your lifestyle. When you choose it to be your lifestyle, it's something that you can. So when you choose it to be your lifestyle, which is what I do, it has to do a lot with the circumstances in your life at the moment. So maybe they were thinking about it like that at that moment. It was a lifestyle for them. Like,
drink my what's hot.
It was something that they were going through at the moment. Like, it changes between people, it changes between relationships, it changes between moods, vibes, things like that. That's what you call, like, I am consensually non-monogamous. That's my lifestyle. When you orientally non-monogamous, which is what I think that the person I was dating was, is something that you have to, like, you can't fight. Like, it's something that it's innate. It's in your nature. Like, you have to love other people. Like, you're not satisfied with just loving one person.
Right.
And I'm talking about love because it was more intimate than I expected at the time. And it took me off guard. Like, it was like, what the fuck? Like, that's not what we discussed. That's not the boundaries we set. Things like that. So just so people are aware, there's two different things. Like, you can be orientally consensually non-monogamous, or you could be like, you could choose it to be your lifestyle. When you choose it to be your lifestyle, is what I think what was happening with you and those people, where they were like, oh, well, right now we feel like we should mess with other people, and when things got too intimate with the girl, that nigga was like, oh shit, fuck that.
Because he was just,
you know what I'm saying? He was like, damn, like, she getting intimate,
He was just sexually having sex with other girls. He didn't have like a girlfriend.
He didn't have an intimate relationship.
He was just having sex with other girls, as in, I was like her girlfriend. I mean, we didn't make it official. She did ask me, but I said no because I just was so uneducated that I was just like, I don't know what's going on here, and you guys are confusing me.
Right.
Like, and so I wasn't sure if this is an open relationship or is this poly, or honestly, are y'all just cheating on each other and getting back on each other because of some shit that happened in the past? Like, you know what I'm saying? There was so many questions, but I gave this too much free promo.
They all do that. They all do that shit. Honestly, I feel like. Oh, also I learned that 30 out of 60% of marriages, men cheat, and like 30 out of 50 women percentage cheat. So basically, like, I don't even think that the world is supposed to be monogamous. Yeah, like, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree. That's one thing I can say. Like, I think a lot of people aren't monogamous, and they're just not. They're not
honest.
They're not honest about it.
Right. But the honesty.
It's like it just kind of slips out, and you know.
Not even. I think that even you being able to be polyamorous begins with you finding yourself love. It begins when you find yourself love, your self-awareness, and having accountability, and being like and respecting yourself, because you can just sit here and just get into any kind of relationship, like casual sex. A lot of casual sex has to do with like, oh, I'm feeling insecure, like, you know, things like that. So like, if you attack those, if you figure out those feelings, because there's even jealousy. Like, I'm not gonna say there's no jealousy. Oh,
because I was just about to ask that, and I need to know, like, so, because I would back to my insecurities, right?
Yeah.
You had asked me why aren't you poly, or why do you define yourself as monogamous? So I find that with my insecurities, I've learned that I don't want to say that I'm a jealous person, but for the right reasons, or for certain situations, I think anyone would just kind of raise their eye, you know what I'm saying? But I find that maybe in a poly relationship, I'm not mature enough to deal with how jealous I would get, because I'm not used to it, and because I haven't really experienced like a true poly relationship with the communication, the comprehension, the boundaries, the definitions that I just need to understand, because I'm a person that I only go into things with the right intent. So that, even when I did over the summer, was wrong for me because I didn't really know what my intent was. But if my intent is to join someone, which most likely it would be that situation for me to join someone, I need to learn how to deal with the jealousy. Like, okay, like maybe I want to do something with you. Oh, but you already have that plan with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you know, like, and then I get upset, like, damn, like, I really planned something out, but they already got this plan. So, you know, I learned, I would have to learn, first off, I would have to unlearn a lot of things that I grew up learning.
You have to. Like,
there's an unlearning part of this. You know, I grew up very military. I grew up that if dad cheated on mom, that's wrong. Or if mom went and did this behind daddy's back, then that's wrong, or whatever. Like, it's so much built on monogamy and Catholicism and the Bible and, you know, repenting for your sins. So I need to unlearn all that shit first and understand that is not a problem to be poly, because it's not.
Right.
But I also need to understand how to deal with, if I feel jealous, how do you communicate? How do you do this? So my question for y'all is, how do you deal with jealousy in a poly relationship, whether it's yourself or someone else?
Okay, so with me, jealousy really comes from rooted traumas and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if, like I said, you cannot be polyamorous, or like, unless you deal with those things.
Yeah.
Like, you have to deal with those, and you have to be aware of what you're jealous about. Like, okay, let's say this, right? Oh, I go to a party with my girlfriend, or whatever the fuck the case is, and she goes and kisses somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to be strong enough to be like, well, what really made me mad about that kiss? Was it the fact that she kissed the girl? Or was it the fact that she kissed the girl without telling me?
Right.
Right.
And then you go back.
Because I feel like left out.
Do I feel like because it's left out or something like that? Yes, that's true. So that's what I'm saying. So the jealousy thing with being polyamorous is really just like being self-aware. Like, you have to be self-aware enough to be like, what am I really mad about?
Yeah, that's true.
What am I really mad about? Am I really mad that they're kissing other people?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I will go kiss some other people, right?
Right.
So what is the root cause of why you're really jealous about it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because you have codependency issues?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to hit all those points. And I think that like, just being poly, like, really helps you find out who you really are, in the sense of, like, what really bothers me, like, it's not this person, because I agree to be with this person and be poly and have these relationships. So what is it that is bothering me about Jose that's not bothering me about Eduardo? It just doesn't make no sense. You really have to look at yourself. I honestly did that with my last relationship, and it was like I was really what I came up with was really that it was the honesty thing, the communication thing for me, because I was 100% okay with everything she would have done or did or didn't do that I know or don't know about. But if she would have been 100% honest with me, I would have been 100% cool with it. Like, I am very open-minded. Like, if you want to go and have lunch or kiss this person or have sex with this person, let me know, so then I can protect myself, because it's not even just about having these experiences. It's really about, like, if you really love me, you will want to keep my health in check, as well as much as I want to keep my health and my heart and your health, your heart and your mind in check. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just really, it's all about honesty and communication, bro. It just comes down to everything. That's what it comes down to.
And to note that jealousy isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad
thing. I think, like, jealousy is taught to be like a solo thing, and maybe a little bit taboo. Like, oh, she's jealous, like, I'm gonna shut her down, must be, you know, and like, I think it's important just to mention as well that, like, emotions come and go. As energy and motion, and, like, jealousy happens with friendships, it happens in familial structures, friendships, work, exactly, so, like, regardless of why, if you're able to address why with yourself, and honestly, even if you're not, like, hopefully, if you're in a polysexual relationship, if you're not, but, like, how to address it, you should be able to talk about it, because, like, you need that safe space, and it is a regular human emotion. Like, reassurance is a real thing, and even if you're feeling it for your own, like, reasons, or maybe you're feeling it because of a lack of communication, the way to work it out, the solution is always to talk about it.
I think, wow, that's important. I never even thought about, like, I mean, I always knew subconsciously, like, jealousy is not a bad thing, as you said. But you bring up, like, how it can happen in the family structure, work, like, personal relationships, like, business relationships.
It could happen
even,
anywhere,
I think it's important, because let's be honest. A lot of our listeners probably have experienced jealousy or have been jealous. So, number one takeaway is that it's not a bad thing. but it's how you
bad.
address it. Okay, babes, how you address some stuff, because I don't like to be addressed in a certain way either. That I've experienced jealousy, and I'm monogamous. You know what I'm saying? But because I am a charming person, I would never say I'm like a flirt, but I am nice. You know what I'm saying? I do treat people with respect, hold their, not hold their hand, but like shake their hand, give them a hug.
I've definitely grabbed her titty a couple times.
Yeah, like I'm very outgoing and stuff. And so my not the partner I have now, but I would say like, my previous partners, I tend to attract women that are very like in the corner of the library kind of person.
This bitch said I'm going in the crust.
Right.
I'm going right.
I don't really, I haven't really attracted that many people that are very as outgoing as me. So it might have made them uncomfortable, but it's like what you said. Well, what really made you uncomfortable? Is it because internally you're not comfortable with yourself being outgoing, or
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, wait. You said that you're making people that are outgoing uncomfortable?
No, me being outgoing might make them uncomfortable.
Like
No, I think I just because
But that's a hard.
You're my
wingman
right here, my man.
Yeah. Because you are you're the most outgoing.
Honestly, but that's what I'm saying. So like
far.
for me, it's not like I'm making anybody like feel less than me or anything. I feel like the outgoingness helps women feel more comfortable with me. People like women feel safe.
Yeah,
Like there's a lot of women that feel like safe with me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I've dated women that are uncomfortable with me being so outgoing.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. You might have attracted people who liked you because you were outgoing. I might have attracted someone not because I was outgoing, but another quadrant of my life. Like, I might have attracted someone that wanted someone financially stable, tall, black. You know what I'm saying? But being outgoing might have been like it wasn't a non-negotiable for them, but it still can make someone uncomfortable.
Right, or maybe it's even, like, it's like personal. They may not even be jealous because of who you're interacting with, or why. Maybe they're jealous as someone that you're dating, like, because of how much more, like, courage you have being able to talk to people and actually go after what you want. Maybe that's intimidate them as a woman.
Exactly.
Other woman, like, because that's something that also I don't think is talked about enough in same-sex relationships, honestly. The fact that, like, we are both women, or you can be both men, or honestly, whatever you are, you're both transgender, whatever the case may be, wherever you come to a meeting point, like, but you as a person, I want that. You being able to talk and be so outgoing and, like, you're able to just be yourself, and I love you, but I'm not able to be myself as much.
And my mom even told me, like, my mom was like, because I used to come to her and be like, I don't know why my personality is really an argument. Triggering some ex-girlfriends. Especially with me being monogamous. And my mom was like, it's because there's an issue that they need to deal with themselves. Right. Maybe you're doing something that they wish that they could do, or was, as you would say, courageous to do, and they're not saying that out loud. And eventually, like, as they became my ex-girlfriends, and some of my ex-girlfriends are friends, they admitted it was like, yeah, Bree, I was just insecure. Like, and not because he was going to cheat on me and stuff, but because it was, I wish I could be like that. I wish I could be open. I wish I could, I dated educators. I dated people that, are police, people in law. Like, so as much as I want to promote be yourself, not everyone can be themselves.
All of Bree's little friends that are in medicine, y'all could hit me up. Y'all better. I'm not even gonna say names. Y'all know who y'all is.
Me too. I gotta think for that.
Scientists.
It's been.
Yo, you
sure you want that smoke?
I want the smoke. Come get the smoke.
I'm gonna send her this clip.
Yo, that ass under this clip. Go get the smoke, baby. What you talking about?
You know what? Oh my God. That.
No, but honestly, wait, it's two of them. It's two of them, bitch.
Good God.
Oh, they're gonna die when they watch this shit.
They are.
Honestly, what's up, yo, what's up, man? What's up?
This girl is hilarious. Y'all need to not worry about me. Okay.
And don't go telling Bree shit either. Fuck that.
My phone gonna be on DN. Don't tell me shit about Nana. I always say, if y'all want to get involved with her, don't ask me for advice. I ain't got shit for you.
And Nana will talk to you about Nana all day.
Right. Like, address Nana. You know,
I'm an open book, baby.
You know what's crazy? Like, Nana, like, with her being poly, with her, like, being from Philly, Dominican and stuff, like, she's actually very easy to talk to.
Actually.
If I was a femi, okay, and I was poly,
tap that ass.
I definitely would have went to Nana on some poly shit because
I paid to watch that.
Yeah. I paid to watch that. Like, not queer and cool out the door.
No. Yo, this bitch just started paying. Wait. This bitch just started paying me. I'm about to start OnlyFans, baby.
OnlyFans. Dark. She about to have OnlyFans, yo.
That shit about to be like, come look what you got. What you want, baby.
Baby,
mommy, shorty.
Listen,
talking about.
If y'all trying to if y'all trying to get into some poly stuff and y'all not bums too, cause no bums allowed.
No bumps and no, and honestly, just
right here.
I'm telling y'all that emotional shit ain't working right now.
She will leave you where you
at. Literally, like, hey, how you doing? Oh, we trying to fuck? Great. Fuck. Peace out. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of the party. You have a great fucking night.
Gassed up, shorty.
I got one last really important question.
Go ahead, baby.
And this is gonna be great because this might be like, this might really how would I say it? This might weed a lot of y'all out because I know that y'all in y'all bag. I know y'all thinking about obey lesbians. And stuff. I know y'all thinking about karma curls. Like, who's shorty over there with the curls? Like, so
that bitch bad, right?
I gotta ask, like, what do y'all look for in a partner or partners?
You want to answer first? You want me to answer first?
Go ahead, I'll think about
it. Okay, you're thinking, I already know what I'm looking for in a fucking partner. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Be raw, be uncut.
Be uncut. That bitch gotta be nasty as fuck.
That's pretty accurate.
I'm talking about like, BDSM, bondage, motherfucking, like, yo, I love me some strippers. Like, all the strippers, please come. All the strippers definitely come my way.
Not you looking in the camera.
I'm gonna tell her right now.
She loves
strippers.
strippers.
I will fuck the shit out of y'all motherfucking strippers, bro.
Y'all heard that?
Y'all go to motherfucking work like, oh, dancing for these niggas? Y'all playing with your pussy for Nana, nigga. I'm telling you right now, bro. Hit me the fuck up. Y'all strippers just fuck this shit. Sexy ass fucking
Gold
bitches,
Rush.
Bro. I'll be everywhere too. Y'all, I know y'all see me. Y'all just pull up to me.
I don't know, we might have to have a podcast after party or something.
Yo, real shit. When they're not the strip club, oh no, y'all even want that shit.
Everybody I've talked to said that they like to be at the strip club. So
but real shit. I'm really looking for. Honestly, just women. Like I said, I'm like solid poly right now. So like I really just want to experience, like, have a good time, like have different experiences, like experience different women, but in a safe, consensual, honest way. Like communication, please. Like, I'm not even looking for no fucking bullshit. Like,
because that health part is big. I like that you mentioned that. Like,
it's health.
I'm big on the health. You know, I don't want to catch STDs and stuff. But I mean, it can happen, and at least if you're honest about it, like, let me know. Like, do I need to go get tested? Like,
guys, we're grown.
We're grown.
So
we're grown as fuck, man.
There's no reason not to, and we live in Miami where
everything's free.
There's a free
down the
STD
street
on every corner.
Yo, facts. Like, for real. Like, in Philly and New York, like, we got bodegas, but y'all got STD checks like every corner.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie though. Even being in this last relationship, I tested myself probably like every month.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's not even to insinuate anything, but you know what you're doing. You never know what anyone else is doing.
Yeah.
And it's better safe than sorry. There's such a big taboo. So I work for like a sexual health clinic. So I have
awesome.
I have to note it.
We're gonna have to bring y'all back for the sex bondage and sexual what's it called? Sexual affection.
Wait, can I bring a guest talk about bondage?
We definitely.
We're gonna put it on this table. She'll look like a little pig.
Ow. You know, but it should be at least able.
And she gonna be a thick pig too. I don't give a fuck.
Listen.
I'm just saying. Putting that out there.
You said it?
No, we have to. We have to put a little pig on.
So, do you look for that as well? Do you look for a woman like that likes into bondage and stuff for both of y'all, or
no?
Men too?
She's completely different than me.
Okay. Oh well.
I don't
To
know.
be honest, I
Shells.
mean, I don't say, like, honestly, I can't say that I care that much to look for it, like, specifically.
To look for it.
Am I open to it? Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. That's the thing is, I'm, like, really open, and I've dated a few people that I've said that to, and I don't think they actually took me seriously until they were in it with me for a while.
Okay.
But I really am open, you know, I like to try new things. I'm also figuring myself out, but I do feel, like, safe. I think it's important to do so. I'm the oldest of 3 girls, and so, like, I think it's important having younger siblings to display that too, especially growing up in a family that was a little more small-minded.
Yeah.
You know, so that is okay. For me, what I look for is definitely, like, consistency, a sense of humor,
Okay.
and I like to eat.
Yes, you got it.
So
Yeah,
you
she loves
have
to eat. So if you could cook, you invited to
If you
Chelsea's
could
house.
cook, if you at
If
least
you a
go
bad
out
bitch-
and-
wait. If you're a bad bitch, you can come cook with me and Chelsea in lingerie. And that's content from
Listen,
a
and
motherfucking
we make
OnlyFans,
good
bro. Like, let's do it.
food. We cook almost every week.
Yeah, that's my best friend, y'all.
Yeah, we really do like.
Stop
eating.
y'all. Y'all ain't never
Food is
invite
our
me.
food is
I'm
our love
hungry as
language,
hell.
You know. But I need someone that's open as much as I am, or at least able to hold their own. Like
Yeah.
when I go out, I
Independence.
am a social butterfly when you're able to get me out of the house.
Right.
Me, I'm
a
the only
social
person. I'm the
butterfly,
only
you know?
person that got Chelsea out the house.
And she
So
is social.
can y'all please show some pussy this bitch so this bitch can get out the house, please?
But I do like.
I don't
you
show
know,
pussy
I
get her out the house, by the way.
I
I'm not
like
saying that.
femmes, I like says, I like women in general. I don't really have
Right.
very many constraints around
Good.
that. It's honestly like the quality of a person. So if you're coming
Yeah.
to me with misarranged intent, I'm definitely gonna feel that shit.
Oh, she feel that shit from a mile away, baby.
Ooh.
We don't fuck with that.
That's weird.
What's
We
y'all sign?
read.
I'm a Capricorn.
And I'm an Aquarius, baby. Y'all already know I'm a fucking
Oh,
Aquarius. I said that shit.
So,
Capricorn,
Aquarius.
Aquarius,
Yeah.
Pisces, CAP, not Cap.
yeah. Oh.
Ah!
Not Cap in the building.
No, Cap in the motherfucking building. It's the fact that we arranged it the same way.
That's what. Yeah, we.
Yo, I'm gonna say something though. We did not cap about anything we said today.
We did not.
Can
No,
y'all
we did
please
not.
understand that we didn't cap nothing? Everything
Yeah.
we said was literally out of my heart. Like, I love really hard. That's another thing I forgot to say. The reason why I am emotionally monogamous is because I love really hard, and when I love you, I'll do anything for you, bro. Like that ass. So like when you don't show me honesty, that's when like the moment I don't trust you, shit over with.
Bro,
Like shit
ooh.
over with.
Oh, y'all heard. Ooh.
Yeah, and listen, and while she's over there, ooh, that means I got time to talk. You know, but while we're on the topic, like, I think really, like, if someone is misaligned with themselves, you could feel that shit. Whether you're monogamous, polysexual, whatever. So the biggest thing is really come correct. Because people can tell. And I feel like most relationships don't work either because you're misaligned as people, like the compatibility is off, the chemistry is off. Maybe you're just so attracted to them, but you know this isn't working mostly, and you still do it anyway.
Right.
You know, every single time I've done something and I knew better, I regretted it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Every single time.
That's
I was
100%,
like,
that's
I told
100%.
myself this shit is not gonna work, and I did it anyway. And I definitely regretted it.
Yeah.
That's 100% because I could definitely speak on that. I had a lot of signs. I had a lot of signs with y'all know, but I had a lot of signs where it was like I knew that maybe she was a little more intimate with other people than I was.
Yeah.
Like, like I'm very outgoing. I like to have a good time. I'll dance with bitches, kiss bitches, whatever. But it was more intimacy that I saw that I neglected, or not even neglected, like literally just like overlooked.
Right.
Because I loved her so much. And that's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, which is why I say right now that I'm very solo poly, because I don't wanna get myself emotionally involved, because obviously I have things to learn from it.
Right.
Just be honest. Wherever
I have
you're
things to
at,
learn
and
from
even
it.
if you're just trying polysexuality, if maybe you're not able
You just have to be honest with it.
Be honest,
or
y'all.
orient yourself to it, particularly just be honest. If you're
Amen.
trying it, there are plenty of other people doing it, and I'm from Arizona, but I moved here from a very small town in Pennsylvania, not Philly.
Right,
very
bitch.
small town, and I think a big thing coming here for me to Miami was that everybody is so open, anything goes,
Yep.
and it's totally cool. You just get to be your own thing, and that's one thing I'll take with me from Miami wherever I go. If
That's
I go
facts.
somewhere, is that I get to be myself. And most people are honestly probably contemplating or doing it behind your back or closed doors or you know, in their private time anyway.
Don't get a
You know, so
relationship in Miami.
just take the leap, and if whoever you're having a conversation with doesn't align, your tribe is definitely out here.
No, right. Yo, you gotta try. There's people everywhere for you.
I know.
Like literally, I literally I really should have just been poly since I got here. I came out here when I was 21 years old, and I was like, damn, I'm moving to Miami, bro.
But we're
And
much older.
the
mind
only,
you, now.
I'm
We're
27 now. I'm 27 now. I'm 27 now.
29.
But what I learned from Miami was like, yo, you can honestly be like have multiple partners and be honest about it. That's
Be
one thing
yourself.
I learned
You
from
go
out
to
here.
wearing a tutu,
Because
you know?
back in the day, I was out here breaking hearts, and that's one thing that I don't ever want to do again. And it's literally something that I have learned from. And that's like,
Ooh,
do not break hearts, bro. Do not do that. Do not hide things from people.
I know.
That shit,
Karma.
karma shit is.
Karma. They don't call me Karma Curls for
It's not
nothing.
even karma. It's not even karma curls. It's karma motherfucking death.
Okay.
Bitch, I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey,
Just
man.
be the
It's
fuck
not-
honest. Talk about it. Be like, I wanna fuck this bitch, this bitch, this bitch.
Yep.
If they would it, they would it. If they not, next bitch.
Give them
And
the
be-
decision.
Yeah, and
don't
give
take
people
people's choices
yes,
away
give
from
people
The
yes.
choice.
Don't take people's choices away and give people the power to pick for themselves.
Exactly.
Like the way you're so comfortable with yourself and you're so confident with yourself to like be like, I can be poly. Also have that confidence to be like, yo, if you can be that for me,
Yep.
like have the confidence to let them go and let them be their own person, because that's
Exactly.
fucked up, bro. Do not keep nobody entangled in shit. That motherfucker, what is it called? With Jada. We about to talk about Jada real
Entanglement.
quick.
Well, we actually have to wrap it up.
Oh, we
But I
got
saw
to
that you
wrap
brought
it
a
up.
book, so I want you to
Yeah,
tell me what you know about that.
I want you guys to look up this book. It's called, I don't know if you want to put it closer to you. It's
Polysecure?
closer to you.
Well, I'll end up putting it on the.
Yeah, so it's called Polysecure. This basically helps you find out if you're even poly or not, if you're not monogamous or not monogamous. And it helps you find out what category you're in. I read this book and I finally found out that I'm actually an open relationship person where, like I said, I'm non-monogamous. I'm not monogamous like with sexuality, but monogamous emotionally. And I think it's a really good book to read just for you to find out if you're just in the fences of like, what am I, what am I not? This is a great book to read. It also talks about attachment. Attachment is a big problem. Not only in monogamy, but
It's a
in
human
non-monogamy.
condition.
But in non-monogamy, in the sense where they talk about like if you're like doing casual sex just to do it to like make yourself feel better because you're insecure and things like that. Yo, Jessica
Polysecure.
Fern.
Polysecure.
Dang.
Polysecure.
I like that.
So polysecure, what it talks about is about being like in a group of people that that's the only people you fuck. So you guys, that's the boundaries y'all set. And then there's a lot of Jones. Wait. Let me go to the page real quick because you guys need to learn about this real quick. Real quick.
It's the page sounds for me.
It's the page sound.
I know it makes
That's
sense.
what. Hey, what? This is what the pussy sound like. What are you talking about?
It's not mac and cheese no more.
I'm about to say that sounds dry to me.
That's why y'all poly. That's why y'all monogamous people that want to act monogamous that are actually poly sound like.
That's weird. But while she's looking for the page though, like life's really different when you lead with intention or
Right.
purpose or passion. You know, so even if like reading the book is just to figure it out, you know, if you have a
Even if you're monogamous, it sounds like you should read it.
Yeah, you know, like even if you're just curious,
I
there's
think
no
that's a good
reason with
idea.
just like looking to see to
It's
know
okay.
for
It's
sure.
okay to be curious.
Yeah, to know
Because
for
I'm
sure.
curious. True, I'm curious and understand this book. So.
But this is the thing too. Like we have to understand that. So this is one thing I wanted to talk about actually. So I grew up seeing my uncles having this monogamous relationships where they were like, oh, like I have my wife or whatever. But they also every other fucking month or year had a new baby coming along
right.
from somewhere else, which is like they were obviously in an open relationship, but they didn't understand the term And it's like, I feel like I came into their life not to only teach them what a lesbian was, or like to be able to accept LGBT members, but also to accept the fact that like actually teach them what being polygamous was.
Right.
Like, you obviously been polygamous your whole life. There's literally, I'm telling you, like every other year, there's a new little kid coming up and they're like, oh, well, yep, I fucked that bitch. Right. But there's a way to go around it where you don't hurt your partner.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. So I started off like that, 16, 14 years old, like just fucking all these people, like just breaking hearts and things like that.
Yeah, and society doesn't talk about these options.
And I just came into a point, I just came to a realization where it's like, I know what my uncles want to do with their lives. I see what they're doing. I'm obviously like them. Like, there's something there.
Yeah.
There's a way to go about it without hurting people's feelings.
Absolutely, I agree.
You know?
Well, we have to wrap it up. So I would like for y'all to say what y'all Instagram names are, where they can find you at. Like, everything to promote yourselves, please do it because y'all are very insightful. I learned a lot. I can't wait to read this book.
Yeah.
Like I said, she's a fashion designer. She's a model.
Yo, me and Bree got a fucking hats on. This is my brand right here. I got my shit on right here. This is my joint right here. Sale Espiritu. At Sale Espiritu on Instagram. I'm also under Obey Lesbians. I'm the only Obey Lesbians on Instagram. So if you tell me you can't find me, you bullshit.
Or you can't spell.
You honestly just scared. I'm gonna tell you that.
And where can we find you, Chels?
You can find me at Karma Curls on Instagram. Definitely appreciate being here. Check me out.
Hey, man. Thanks for tuning in. I learned a lot, y'all. Like, yo, big shout out to y'all. Y'all did that.
If y'all got any questions, hit us up. For real.
Oh, yeah. And listen, look at my friends' creation. This is Museum Rejects. Okay. This shit is lit. So I just need you to check that out, too, because they're on the way up.
All right. You better rock that and let them know that they invite you to the podcast party at the end of the season.
Yo, we're going to, it's got to be called a reunion because we about to, we about to throw some tea out at the end of this shit.
Oh, yeah. At the end of the season.
Oh, wait.
A lot to say.
Y'all, wait till y'all see where the fuck I'm at the end of this. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. This year's different.
Like, we blowing the fuck up right now. We literally collaborating.
I know that's
Thank you for having us here, Brady. Like, you my sis. You already know what's up.
Of course.
You already know, sis.
She's so nice, y'all. Make sure y'all, like I said, make sure y'all tune in. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, wherever y'all find us at. Check us out. Our website is also going to be up by the time that this is dropped, so it's queerandcool.com. Subscribe. Check out any merch. Check out her merch. Every brand that's on here is also going to be featured on our site. So make sure you check out everybody because we're queer, we're cool, and we doing this shit. All right?
And also let us know who y'all want to see back on this shit. Because
amen, because we're going to bring someone back.
If y'all want to see motherfucking Obey Lesbians back on this shit, I got more shit to talk about. Y'all already know what's up.
Well, signing out. Thank y'all for tuning in to Queer and Cool, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Next one.
Peace out.
This is Queer and Cool.